I am bowling for you, and I'm here to introduce you to a brand new segment called Brotherland Games. Brotherland Games. This is what I got for you, and I'm gonna show you around the town, show you what we got going on in this world that we're living in. All right, let me just configure some stuff, and then we'll get going, and we'll enjoy the world around us, shall we? Okay. So a little introduction of what this is. This is a server that me and my friends are on, and that we run. Basically, what it is a survival world where we kind of just try crazy stuff out. Yeah, so let me just introduce you. So this is our second season that we're on already. It is not it's not the first season, so obviously we're all decked out with stuff. As you can see, we've got netherite armor. Things have continually progressed, and it is not the beginning of a story, let's just say that, right? So what we got going on in this first season of it all is that we are... Here, let me change. This is a little bit too loud for me. So what we got going on is that we are currently in our second season, and we have a bit of a goal for this second season. All right? What we got going on is that we are creating a platform in the sky. Let me just take you up there and describe what's going on. So we played a whole first season with my friends and I, and we enjoyed our time together, and we decided to change things up and go on a second season. There's no recordings of the first season, in case you were wondering. But what this is we have ourselves a challenge that we established. So what our premise of the second season is that every single player on the server has to build at elevation 150, and we have to go out and we have to cover an entire map of 1048 by 1048 in complete darkness. So we have to build this beginning platform at the very top level. And what we've done was we have a couple people playing, so we've divided the section into 4 quadrants, and every quadrant has its own theme. I am in charge of this quadrant here, as you can see. Lots of fun magical stuff going on, and it is the Soulstone Kingdom. So this is all revolving around magic and doing other things, and this whole map will be covered eventually in darkness. What we've got over here is the border itself. So the border extends all the way to the edge of the map and all the way back. That's what we got going on here. We've got a couple of shops that I've already built, hopefully that other people will use. We've got a block for block exchange, which is just us trading blocks back and forth, and we've also got an odds and ends, which is other things in the game that have other trades that are going on. So that's what we got going on here in the first season. This is the Soulstone Kingdom. This is something that I belong to and something that I continually change. We've also got the Hive, which is another friend of mine who's doing a bee-themed section. So it's going to be all covered in bees all around the area. And then I've got some other friends who haven't started yet, but they are on their way. They're humble beginnings. And then another one that does not have a name currently, but it is grand, it is big, it is all about religion, kind of, and resisting the magic. Since we share a border, there is a resistance there to the magic. So this is all religion, kind of topical, you might say. So yeah, we've got humble beginnings. This is just the start of it. I mean, we only started back in August, I believe, of this last year. So this is all new, all coming to fruition. It's going to be something quite interesting and intense. But that's what we got going on. This is the hub area. There are a couple of rules that we've set out that in this 25 by I think it's 26 area, you have to build and you have to somehow connect with your neighbor. So we've got a moment over here where the tree is breaking into the castle and the magic is leaking in. and I think he is going to do something different to bleed into my kingdom. But that's what we got going on. So we got 4 different areas, 4 different groups going on and playing and evolving the world as it stands, and that's what we got going on for this season. What else? What else can I show you? I can show you parts of my place that are already developed. So we've got the central hub area with the central nether portal that goes to the nether hub that we've got going on. This is, again, just something that is currently being worked on. It's still a work in progress, so you will see it change and adapt. So we've got a little bit of a nether fortress using some of the new blocks, some of the black stone, the basalt, trying to do an interesting floor. We've got a trader over here that you can trade for gold and stuff. Yes, so this is our little nether hub area. You got a respawn area, free stuff to use. And then this is the thing that I've been working on. I've got this entire area over here where you can travel around the quadrant that I live in. And we'll show you the humble beginnings of the base, which have come a long way. The plan for all of this is to create... Oh, okay. Hey, buddy. Is to create a bit of a nether castle. So we're gonna transform this area, and the entire quadrant is gonna be a sort of castle that is all gonna have themes and everything else. So over here we've got the central base that I am currently residing in. I will get there eventually. There we go. Humble beginnings. Again, the premise is that you have to build your main base in the sky, so at level 150, so it has to be all the way up there. Over here we've got easy simple farms that are just going to help. We got a melon pumpkin farm over here. Again, I'm not claiming ownership to any of these designs, as I am always on YouTube, and so I'm always watching. This is a design that I've seen several times about the automatic pumpkin farm and melon farm. This is the automatic sheep shearer. I saw this in a Exumavoid's video from the Hermitcraft server. Absolutely, if you have not seen that, go check them out. They are amazing content creators, and this is where I got that inspiration to do my own thing. This also over here is a bit of a other automatic farm. We've also got some other things that we've got going on here. We are doing a little turtle sanctuary. And so we've got turtles that we're farming for turtle eggs, and they've got a little bit of a life to themselves. And then we get to the actual base. I wanted to. This whole base is themed on the idea of automatic farms. I'm a big redstone guy. I love doing automatic farms and doing all of that. So that's kind of where I'm coming from as well. But I found this mine shaft, and in it had a spider farmer. A spider spawner. There's 2 poisonous spiders up there. It's also in a slime chunk block, and it's also, next to it, got itself a zombie spawner. So this whole area is perfectly set up to farm all the things that you would need. Up here, this is a handy contraption that I engineered myself. If you stand in this spot, you activate all 3 farms at the same time. There's the zombie spawner that is activated and auto-killing. There's the spider farm that auto-kills. The slimes generate and auto-kill. So you're getting rotten flesh, you're getting string, you're getting spider eyes, you're getting slime balls. And following another excellent YouTube view, I also came over here, and there is a creeper farm, as indicated by the creeper face. Another thing where only creepers can spawn and continue doing that. So this is another very good place to AFK, get away from the things, and get all the things that you need. Big shout out to the person who designed this. This is the automatic trident killer that I saw as Silent Whisperer. I've also seen it float around the internet, so this is, again, not claiming ownership to this, but this is absolutely useful in its entirety. So I'm always using this. This is a very good thing for Bedrock. Unfortunately, we are playing on Bedrock. Not unfortunately. We're playing on Bedrock, which means that there are not as many things that you can do on Bedrock as you could in Java. But I like Bedrock because you can play with everyone who's got a Switch or an Xbox. You can play cross platforms. It's fantastic. So that's what we got going on here in the base. We've got a bit of automatic farming. As you can see, we got a bit of a storage system going on. It's not automatic. It's just, place and drop, place and drop. We've got everything we might need at our disposal. And then over here we've, with the new update, with the new Nether update, we have come in here and we've explored the palettes, you might say. We've went around and we've seen what kind of textures go well together. So we've got a bit of an automatic beacon point that can be changed. We've got the crimson root side with a bit of the netherwort growing here. So it's again thematic using that new palette. And we've also got the warped root side with an automatic basalt farm, or semi-automatic basalt farm. So that's various. I actually really love these textures. These textures look fantastic. I love the geometric spiral of them. And the good thing about this one is that it is actually centered. So when you place a torch on it, it actually sits in the center of it. Got a bit of another storage room over here. So again, just humble beginnings, trying to grab as much as we can. I know that there's going to be people out here complaining that, oh, well, that's the typical thing of, Minecraft video is that you see the first episode, there's tons of stuff, and then all of a sudden there's a ton of work that goes off camera and you don't get to see any of that. This is the starting point. I will keep you updated and keep you on track of what's going on. Got a bit of an enchanting room using this beautiful new texture of the crying obsidian. Very fun, very good. Also here we've got it's pops up and now you can hit to the top levels that you need. Going further back in the base, there's also a bit of an enchanting room where you can store your books, get some armor. There's storage over here for leather and a paper farm hidden behind that wall that is pumping in sugarcane to get to books, to make other paper that you can trade. All of that being good, and our central supply of lapis. This is a bit of a secret that is going to continue on. So we did not record any of our first season, and so we only started on the second season. But I think the goal is to keep going and keep exploring what we can do. Maybe one day get as good as the Hermitcraft or other great, truly Bedrock, all of these amazing Let's Plays channels. This is our start, and this is where we want to continue. So from here, you'll notice that there is a bit of a secret over here. We're collecting the Infinity Stones. In the first season, I completely themed my base around redstone. It was the Power Stone Kingdom. And this season, we decided to go in a very magical alternative, which is the Soul Stone, or the Lapis Lazuli. So we've got those two. I've got other plans for other seasons using the other things, but that's where we are at the moment, is we've got two of the stones, and we're using the Lapis to its full use. So that's what we got going on here. Again, just a little starter base. Not starter base, I mean, this looks already elaborate for a starter base. It's a base, it's working, it works well. There's a mine shaft, there's an entrance to the rest of the mine shaft up here, which is great. It's fun to explore and get the things that you need as you continue. So this is the hub for myself and for the things that I'm doing. Let's explore what else we've done already so far on this season in the base that I have and in the world that we have going on here. I am a big fan of automatic farms. So if there's any mechanic that I can break to get a lot of resources, I will go ahead and do that. Again, there are some things that are better than others. This is also something that I will show and probably work on here at the end of the live stream, because I want to make sure that this is completely done and dusted. But this over here leads to a guardian temple, an underwater temple, and we have big plans for this. Big plans. Oh, it's nighttime. I should let a bed out. This is again this new soul fire from the Nether update is fantastic. But what we've got going on here is we are trying to take advantage of the Guardians, because the Guardians give us that prismarine and that the crystal shards to get us these beautiful sea lanterns. But what we've got going on is the same thing as before. We've got the automatic trident killer that I've seen through Silent Whisperer on YouTube and other things as well, which is giving us amazing rates. We've got fish out the wazoo, prismarine shards, we've got sea lanterns that we've made. This is a work in progress. Now, with the theme of magic in my area, I am trying to masquerade this. Right now, it looks very mechanical. It is a very mechanically oriented. This is, again, if you don't know Bedrock, in Java, it's a little easier because it doesn't matter where in the temple you are, as long as there's water, there will be guardians spawning. In Bedrock, we have to jump through a couple more hoops than in the Java edition, and there are 25 specific spots that spawn the guardians, and that's where you have to adapt. So that's why all these glass pillars and everything else like that. We are going to change this up, and it's going to be completely hidden. So this is the best angle to look at it from. As you look up, you're going to see these amazing these pillars going up, and they're going to be inside other pillars, and it's going to be spiraling up. It's going to be something truly magical, something truly interesting when you look at it. So that's what we've got going on for that. We have foliage that's going to drip down. It's going to create these vine-looking things from it. So this is a work in progress. There's 4 more tubes that I need to install, and I think I'm going to do that here at the end of the stream. But this is what we got going on for the Guardian farm. Lots of fun, good stuff. And I'm trying to come up with a design that makes it look like it's an abandoned temple that is being reclaimed and redone with the magic kingdom of it all. So it's going to be magical and a bit of restoration, and that's what we've got going for that. This entire area will be an underground for storage, the castle sewage system, so you can travel from place to place. I also want to add a bit of a well that you can fall down to and get into the Guardian Farm area. Over here, we've got another thing that we've taken advantage of, and it is a iron golem farm to get all the iron that we need for this season. The goal is to have a farm of every single thing that you would need, and this is definitely one of those areas. This is a design that I also saw on YouTube. It is not original. I am not claiming ownership and saying that I am doing something that somebody else definitely took credit for. But this is a design that we saw as an iron farm. It is very efficient. It gets you ridiculous amounts of drops. I don't think I'll ever have to worry about iron again. So that's what we got going on here. So we've got a zombie that's spooking the villagers, and that is generating golems that come in and die from a lava tube, a lava chamber. And I don't know how much we have. Let's check. Let's check to see how much we have in here. Oh, not too much. But that's, again, AFKing in this area is something that makes it incredibly worthwhile. I think, yeah. When I'm not actively playing, and I definitely AFK here. We get quite a bit from this area. So we got a little bit of AFK platform. The face of the house is a golem. There's an excellent Minecraft banners on Instagram has some wonderful designs that I have borrowed from, and they just recently put out this excellent golem face, which looks exactly like a golem. So we've got the house overlooking the farm. There's other farms here to the side to trade with these farmer villagers for emeralds if we need it. So this is all on the ground. So this will be covered in darkness, which is an interesting challenge to overcome. But that, I believe, is the last on the ground location that we have. The other location I have is already in the sky, and it is a work in progress. What we've got going on here is the village in the sky. Oh man, I got blasted. Let me just fix that real quick. Because of our theme of wanting to build entirely in the sky, it is important that... Oh, that was incorrect. I will fix that. There we go. All done and dusted. Because everything has to be built in the sky, there is a challenge to it, because everything either gets snow or there's other things going on with it, and so it's important to make sure that there is some sort of protection and interesting way to get villagers up here and make a village. So the criteria are that you have to build 150 blocks in the sky. That is the base level of where you have to be. You have to have a functioning village by the end. You have to switch so you can talk to me. You have to have a functioning village by the end of the season. So the season will end when the entire ground is covered with the entire air is covered with blocks. So once the entire map is covered in darkness, then we'll move on to something different. Functional village, I already said. Yep, covering the entire map. And your main base has to be in the sky. And there's some sort of theme that needs to be attached to it. So what's going on up here is that we've got a bit of a abandoned village. My theme for my area is yin and yang. So it's going to be an entirely balanced section. So we're going to have, on one side, we're going to have the red, the crimson grass, the crimson version of the netherrack, and on the other side we're gonna have the warped version of the netherrack. So it's gonna be literally yin and yang. So one side will contain one thing, one side will contain the other, and it's going to have. So the red is gonna have an ice biome on it, and the blue is gonna have a volcano in it. It's gonna be. There's a whole map that I have, and I will try to post this to the YouTube channel so you can see what the plan is. But this is one of the star points in here, and this is the village center. So around this entire area will be this red sea of hellish landscape, and this is the one peaceful abode where the villagers can survive. Trying to go for a bit of a reclaimed, there was a castle that was falling apart, and now it's magically being levitated into the air by the magic of the world that we live in ourselves. Again, more things to come. There's going to be a butcher shop. There's going to be sheep pens. So it's going to feel like an actual village that you could visit on your trip around the kingdom. And that's what I got. That's everything that we've built so far. There are lots of projects to come. I want to create. I want to finish that temple. I want to do other things as well. I want to start work on that castle. But again, with everything in Minecraft, it's a one step at a time. You got to add more and more things that prevent you from doing what you need to do. Let me show you this because I wanted to show you this. This is a bit of what happened in season 1. Obviously we've played together. We did a whole first season, and this is the result of the second season. So over here we have the central nether castle, which will get bigger, not to worry. It will get bigger and it will be more glorious. But down here I have built a little area to get back to the original center. So this is the original place for season 1. This is a tunnel. It is protected. There are no ghasts that are going to kill you. It's all lit up, and it's a nice peaceful ride. You know, you can sit down, you can do something else, and then bada bing bada boom, by the end of it you arrive at season 1. What else can I say? Season 1. This was something that we started, and the idea was, the theme for the first one was to rebuild the center spawn point. So it was at 0-0, we decided to build a little bit of a town, and it grew and grew, and we had different shops in there. We built an arena, we built a puzzle thing, and I'll show you all that. But the idea was that all the individual kingdoms would go off to their own area, and then come back and contribute something to the central area. Again, not finish the tunnel. Netherrack is very hard to get a large quantity of, and it is something that is going to continue in the future. So going on, it is a very lawn area. We decided, again, we played, the first season was before the Nether update, so it was a year of good fun, enjoying that. But then when the Nether update came out, we decided that it's time for a new season. We're going to move on, and we're going to, travel in the Nether without resetting the server until we find the new area. And so that's what we did. We traveled, I think it was like 1,000 blocks in one direction to get where we needed to go. Just traveling on the rails. Very, very calming. Minecraft is a very calm game. This is one of my favorite things about Minecraft itself, is that it's It's very easy to digest, very easy to jump into and to be a part of without having to do a lot of intense focus. It's the sandbox game, so that's what's good about it. So we got that going on. This is the route up. So let me just pop this back in there so we can travel back in time. We got a bit of a transition that goes on until you get to the top, which is the area where it all started. So this is our season 1 spawn point. This is a lot of work on my part, but this basically is a contained nether biome. I saw this in Hermitcraft Season 6. I saw that they did a bit of a map room, and I wanted to duplicate something of it. So this is the entire world as it is duplicated in this. There you go, buddy. Come on, there we go. Duplicated inside this world. So this is the central portal where the city is, and then we've got a bit of a mini biome recreation of everything. So we had a little bit of a flower village where you could mine all the different types of flowers that we added. One of my friends had a bee themed kingdom. Again, he's bringing his bees over to the next season, and he's going to do that again. This was our shortcut to the end area. That was painstaking to make, by the way. Block for block replacing and tearing down an end city. That was a lot of fun. This is our portal to the second area. So and I tried to do that by incorporating some of the new blocks to guide players back to the new area. We also had, this was a fun one. I had friends who decided to do a bit of a spruce lifestyle that went down to their area. This was central spawn point, and then we had me and my other friend. This was mine. I was definitely Power Stone Kingdom, so this was all about doing contraptions and mechanisms. And then my friend decided to go with a bit of a dragon theme, so he built himself a castle in the mountainside with a dragon head, which was all recreated again as in a mini version for this kind of for the center of the spawn biome. He also had a ice behind him. So that's where we came from. This is season 1. I'll show you spawn because that's a good place to see. There was a story again once we started transitioning. We started kind of destroying the area that we were coming from, and this is spawn as it was. So a little bit of an explanation. As you can see, there are things that are now floating. We are all theatrically minded people, so we are all about telling stories and creating some sort of narrative for the game that we play. So it was very much centered on a theme that we had. So we had the city, and then once we transitioned into the season 2, we had to make this idea that the portal had opened, the nether had grown stronger, and things have started to float and, break apart. If you can see, it says SP, and then the portal was OHN, so it had spawn in its fun, different type of spelling. So yeah, we had that going into now. Everything's floating away into this nether portal that we got going on. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Free loot to grab from that. We had a couple of fun shops. We had a donation, we had a farm exchange, we had a cookie store, a light tower where you could buy all sorts of different lights, a little bit of a pagoda and a central park area. And then these were these were 2 big projects that we worked on collectively as a server. This is how we decided season 2 is by fighting in a custom arena that we built. So this custom arena was used. We had all the players come on and we fought each other for 4 different rounds, and then we would the winner of all the rounds would decide and dictate the theme and the idea for the next season. So we had color-coded beds. We had color-coded armor as well, so you would come out of your area. So this is kind of Battle Royale in Minecraft, as good as we could do in the Bedrock version. I don't know if it has anything else in here. No, it doesn't. But there'd be, at random intervals throughout the match, you would get a random item that would come out and help you in your battle. We had dispensers that would fire. You could run around the corner and shoot the person behind you. It was a lot of fun. It was an afternoon well spent. Let's just say that. And yeah, it was very nice. We had everything color coordinated, and you would come in and you would choose your weapon and armor set, and you would fight each other to the death, and then hopefully win the tournament. I was not one of the winners, so I did not get to dictate it. Over here also, we've got another incredibly big project that was lots of fun to make. This is what we call the Trial of 10. So we actually built 10 different biomes, and we made basically a parkour maze in each of the biomes. We had ice, cactuses, which actually was an interesting thing, because cactuses are now no longer safe to stand on. And in Bedrock version before whatever update, I don't even know what update it was, you could stand on cactuses and jump from cactus to cactus. Now it is not the case, not the story. We had bees, we had an underwater maze. There's a mechanic. I know in Java you can crouch down and you can crawl through one white spaces. In Bedrock you kind of have to break that with a bit of a different approach. You have to swim through a water stream and then you can crouch. Or crawl, rather. So we had an underground, we had a nether-themed version, we had an end-themed. My friend built a glass maze, which was a lot of fun, and then this was my crowning jewel of basically a redstone puzzle box, which was also a lot of fun to do. And then if you got through it, you would put down, it was a time trial, basically. You would write down what you had, and then you, depending on if you were good enough, you would get some sort of reward for the fastest time. Or for just completion. This is another fun thing. We had a raid farm. Oh, I should show them a raid farm. I have a raid farm. We would have villagers in there, and we'd have beacons, and then you could trigger raids so that you get those totems of undying that you so desperately need. Yeah. So this was a very fun, very cooperative season of building and working together on all these massive projects. We had a couple of stores going on. This is another one for glazed terracotta and other useful things. I think it's been cleared out. No, it hasn't been cleared out. So this is actually not too bad. I might steal this, or I might not. Who knows? Yeah. So that's what we had. We had a lot of fun on season 1, and now we're on season 2, and we're gonna do a lot more, I think, with season 2. Hopefully. We've got some big plans. Me and my magic-hating neighbor are going to create a bit of a war scene as well. So keep up with us. I plan on streaming every Sunday around the same time, around 12 noon or 12 noon, and this is Central Time. So in the US of A. Oh boy, we've got some visitors. Yes, so that's what we got, and that's what we had for season 1. Season 2 is also on the way. Let me know if you guys want to see anything specific, if you want to drop a comment, other things like that. Let us engage with us. We'd love to hear back from you, and we'd love to see what you have to offer and what you would want to see in the future. All right, there we go. So let's go back, and I'm gonna just to finish out this live stream, I'm gonna finish up some of this glass work that I need on the Guardian farm, because if I can finish that, then it will be fully AFK and it will be ready to go for other things. I had the most trouble trying to connect with this what was it? For whatever reason, when I started live streaming, it decided to destroy my video settings, and I did not know how to fix it. It was just a problem until I hit reset, and for whatever reason, when I reset the video settings, everything went back to normal. So I think that was just more of a learning curve that happened there. But we make do with what we got. We make do. Yeah. I'm I love this game. This game is limitless. I mean, I follow other YouTubers and I follow other content creators who do this, and this is something that I've always wanted to do, and the possibilities are endless, and you can just do whatever you desire on doing in this kind of game. So I always find that to be very comforting and rewarding to do that. Yeah. There's more plans in the works. I'm gonna make a gold farm using those zombie pigmen. I also want to create a more efficient magma farm, and kind of explore a bit more of the nether side. I'm looking to find a pig step record. So I might, on a live stream, maybe even next week, live stream it, and we can go on a little journey to find the pig step record, or not. We'll figure it out. Yeah, let me know if you're watching along, or if you're watching the recording. Let me know what you guys want to see on a live stream, because I'm more than willing to do repetitive tasks and just answer questions and talk about my experience with that, or do something completely different and tailor it to a specific theme, specific activity that we do. Okay, what are we doing? We said we're gonna go do the glass in the Guardian farm, because that's something that we can do very easily and mindlessly. I'm trying. Oh, there's another thing. So that there's only one section of the tunnel that isn't done, but there's gonna be this whole border wall around this entire. Oh, I can show that. Yeah, I'm resisting having the urge to go do the glass, because it's just something, you have to do it, but you don't want to. Over here there's a bastion that was abandoned and did not have pick. Oh, there's gold in there. I didn't see that gold. Blocks of gold. Over here, this is a more recent development that we've got going on, and this is the raid farm for Season 2. But taking a bit more of the mechanics under the belt. Oh yes, there's still a raid active here, and I can't find out where that last guy is. Anyways, there is a pillager outpost that I found while exploring through the world, and again, it's got that same automatic trident killer that I've seen on other videos, which captures and kills the pillagers, giving you the raid effect. And then this still needs to be cleared out. There's so much more room that needs to be cleared out and leveled before it's good to go. But basically, pulls that villager, and everyone comes in and tries to kill the villager and come down to the area where they get killed. So this is a great little farm. If you don't have that on Bedrock, it is so useful to get those totems of undying, because that's kind of important when you're traveling through in survival and you're dying left and right. And I guess I'll show you as well how the shops work. Ooh, can I make it? I made it. Yeah, the shops, again, I want this to be more of a live server. So if you're viewing this and you got a Switch, or you got some sort of device that lets you play Bedrock, drop me a comment, shoot me an email. I'd be more than happy to add you to the server and see how you fare in this world that we've created. Oh, it's getting nighttime. Gotta go to bed. The more the merrier. It's all about creating community here. So we want to welcome people into the community and see and develop something where it can grow and eventually become something bigger. Gotta wait for this. This is another design, not original to me, but the bubble elevator, the switching bubble elevator, where you can go up or down depending on the button. So it swaps it in, and then you can travel up it. The problem is, if you don't stand on it long enough, it takes a while for you to travel up, because the water states are changing still. So you have some that are pulling you down, some that are pushing you up. So it's a little bit odd, but it works. This is the block for block exchange. This is something that we've got. Basically, this is specific to blocks, so you can trade blocks. I'll throw this on here so you guys can read it if you want to. But basically, you request blocks that you need or offer blocks that you have, and then you throw it up, and then you can get the things you need in return. I think I finished that. Oh, I didn't. Oh yeah, you grab those. That can work on the tunnel. Okay, I need to show that I finished that. Yes. But basically, you would place blocks, and then these are bounties, so you would place out basalt, and you would get things in return. I placed down his snow, and I'm getting these nether bricks in return. And we're doing a bit of a border. I can show actually that border too. That'll be another thing to do. Odds and ends is the different type of shop, because I wanted something that would do blocks and something that would do other random items. So we've got totems of undying for sale, where you can grab one for different prices. We've got anvils, because I've got an iron farm. And then nether crystals, nether warts. Again, you would just come into here and you would put out the things and say, hey, I'm offering this. Hey, I need to do this. And then you can up here request things. You can request items that you actually need to have. And then as well, up here we've got swords and enchanted items for sale. We've got armor, no armor. We've got a full set of enchanted gold armor up here. And then books, because I get a ton of books. So I'm selling books for mycelium. Yeah, so that's the shop that we have here. I'm gonna use the nether portal to fast travel to some of these portals that we got on the edge. Whew, that was close. That wasn't that close, but close enough. Yeah, there's actually some things that I wanted to. Okay, wrong way. So this entire walkway is going to line. This is the finished version of the walkway. So we've got lights and slabs so that nothing can spawn in here. And hopefully it's going to open up to a bigger central castle. So it'll be interesting to see. It's going to be a lot of planning, but it will be done. Again, trying to add more story to this world. So it adds a bit more of a... So there's a bit more to discover as you continue on. So this is one quadrant of the one corner of the quadrant that lets you out into... Oh, am I going the wrong way? No, I'm just stuck. Yeah, there we go. Again, this red line basically dictates the end of the quadrant. So this right here is the furthest most point from the center of the central spawn area. So it comes all the way out here, and then we've got a bit of a magical crystal basalt. I don't know what it is. I just love this new polished basalt look. It looks so clean and geometric and futuristic. So we got a bit of a tower with purple crystals coming into it. And then at the top we've got a bit more of that floaty magic bits to it, with the eternal flames on top. We've also got over here, make sure we don't die. While I'm here, I can show you this other mini farm we're working on. We've got a bit of a zombie pigman farm, using those turtle eggs to lure them in. Oh no. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. Okay, that's not fine. We need to take care of this. There we go. Bum. Nether. It's a dangerous place, my friends. Don't AFK in the nether. It's costly. Let's see. How much damage was there? Oh, not any. Okay. Alright, everyone. Alright, friendos. Man, they're packing a punch today. They are going for it. Are you gonna get angry too? No, you're not. Okay, let's go. So we'll just cover that up again, so that way we don't have to do anything else like that. We'll just put the rest of it out. And then down here, this is a fun little contraption. So, they're perfect. Magma cube, I need you. Come follow me. I couldn't figure out how to do a well enough magma cube without magma farm, because these largest version of these magma cubes are actually 2 blocks. They're a little over 2 blocks wide, so it doesn't work with the automatic trident killer per se. So there has to be a different way of doing this to get them to fall in. And I was thinking wither roses, but I don't know the most effective way to get wither roses in Bedrock, because I don't want to have to fight that wither. And every single glitch or thing that I've tried to do with wither roses it just doesn't work quite as well. You know, I've seen things where like, oh, you can get it trapped in the fountain, or you can get it in the fountain at the end, or you can do other things with it, and it just doesn't ever seem to work the way I need it to work. Because you can get it trapped in Bedrock, I think, but it's very okay. This is still good. I just can't seem to get it to do what I want it to do. So it's very difficult to do that in this version of the game. I've seen other things that work very well, but for whatever reason, Bedrock is very finicky when it comes to all this type of stuff. It's very kind of hit or miss when you do it. So it's okay. We will survive through it all. But I feel like a wither farm would work for those things, because that's the hard thing with nether mobs, is that they just don't take damage from things that you would expect them to take damage from. You can do fall damage, but that would require a lot of spawn proofing your areas. And as much as I like spawn proofing, that's a lot more work to try and do. But it's okay. Alright, so we saw that portal. Let's go over here to this next portal. Again, this is great because it protects you from things that you don't want to deal with. You can't hit this. This portal is one of my favorites that we've built and designed. Dun, 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 dun. There it goes. Oh man, we got attacked. Got attacked on that front. These biomes in the Nether are just fantastic. I think this is a really good addition. This is the portal on the south corner of the border. So we've got a bit of a hanging portal with the other, again, basalt. Love it. Love using that basalt whenever I can. So we got a bit of that. And I saw this hack on a lot of different build channels of using the upside down grindstones as bigger chains, and I like that design a lot. It's a very good design to use in your builds. And then we've only got one portal left. One portal left on the other quadrant. Again, thinking long term of making sure that you can easily traverse the Nether without having to do a lot more. If you notice, I need the red trapdoors, but the crimson wood is very difficult to obtain. It's just, I mean, yes, there's a red forest here, and I could chop it down, but I'm trying to keep the integral nature of the area. I might clear out the central area and work on leveling it out for a castle, but we'll see. This is another fun little portal design that I worked on. Getting more of that mound. So you can see there's mounds, there's suspended portals through the pillars, and I love the circle portal design because it just doesn't look as good as a square, or it looks better than the square. So that's good on that front. Yes, this needs to be finished before other things happen. This guy has been chilling there, I kid you not, for weeks. Since he cannot move, he cannot despawn, and it's kind of fun to say hello. I might name him and just keep him there for the time being. So let's go to the we'll go to the Guardian Farm, and we'll put up that glass to finish those tubes that we have, because I think that's going to be a good thing to do. I have this garbage on me that I don't need, but we'll make it happen. Great times. Alright, get out of the portal. Get out of the portal. Alright, so nighttime. I should probably place down a bed so we can sleep through the night so that we don't have unnecessary spawns going through. I don't know, there's something rewarding about seeing something in the mid stages of it all. You know, getting to see... The beginning is always fun. It's always fun to go on the journey from the very beginning. But I think it's very... I think having a bit more of that middle section is also a lot of fun. Okay, I need to figure out... Let me get some trash chests out. Boom, boom. There we go. Get some trash chests for these things that we don't need. Bum, 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 bum. Yes, and then we're going to take the glass because we need to do that, and then grab the other things that are up here. Alright, here we are. So we've got... Yes, we'll need that, we'll need that. I don't think we'll need that, but we'll take that anyways. We'll also take some of this glass. Oh, I need more signage. I don't think I have any of that with me. I have a bucket of water, yes, okay. Well, let's start with that guy because I think that will be easier to do. Yeah. We'll start with this guy. Again, this is just one of those weird mechanics in Bedrock where it doesn't work the same way as it does in Java. Let's put this and this away. We'll need the dirt. Okay. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. There we go. Break through that. Put that over here. Now we can grow the kelp on it that we need. And now we put down this glass. Something relaxing about just doing the same thing over and over as well. Very, very easy to follow, very easy to do. Oh, that was the wrong way, but that's okay. I can't wait for this to be complete. In my head, it looks amazing. I'm sorry you can't see into my head, but I will work on this to make this a decent. Oh, and I'm out of glass, so let's continue. Okay, I'm gonna just do that so that way I don't get stuck doing something. It'll be an extra added challenge because the entire world will be covered in darkness. That's... Do I have ice? Did I take ice? Yes, I did. Okay. Damn it. No good. No good. There we go. There we go. So, it's interesting that the spawn rates for mobs are really dependent sometimes on the light level, and with it being completely in darkness, that's going to be an interesting hurdle to overcome in the coming times. Okay, this one is what? Is this higher than the normal one? Yes. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. We can make this one the opposite of the other side. Bum, 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 bum. We need it to drop one space so that they can go in the correct order. So this needs to be ice, I believe. I believe this just needs to be ice so that they can travel and fall. Does that work, or does that? How does it look over there? Let's take a look-see, shall we? Okay, here we go. Okay, we made it. We made it. It's okay. Not to worry. Okay. So it's on top of the glass. Yes, so it is just one space. Okay, we can do that. We can do that. I have never seen this design before. I'm not claiming this is 100% my own, but I have never seen this design. So maybe this is an original thought. Or maybe not. Who knows? Okay. Crouch so we don't fall off. There we go. Okay. And then we need one more space here, and then routes this way to let it go here. And then we need it to fall. So this needs to go here and here, with this coming down and down. And there's one coming up like that. And that will be another ice block, so I should probably just replace that ice block now, because that will be the next moment. Okay, so we got that. They'll fall into there. I need signage so that the water spills the correct way, and I believe it's 2 signs on either side. Yep. 2 signs on either side, which is the last of my 2 signs. That means I have to find something different. I have to find something different to make this work. We're gonna mess up the. Let's do this so we can travel up and down smoother. There we go. Nope, I don't want to write anything. I'm fine. And water down there. Click. And then we'll do a bit more of that. I think this one goes here. Yep. Boom. There we go. Easy. Oh yeah, now I gotta make sure. It's so fascinating to find those little things that kind of not break the game, but little things that upset the game. Oh, I have one. From the bottom. For instance, mobs spawning in the weirdest of places. Oh, come on. You guys can do that. You guys can make it. I believe in you. Is this on? No, it's not on. There we go. Now it'll be on. Now it will spawn more. There we go. The drowns, for whatever reason, spawn in open water if it doesn't have a direct light source. So it becomes problematic. So this one will come here, and then that will be the light source here. For whatever reason, like it doesn't matter how much light you have. You have to put down the the source block. You have to put down the light source. Otherwise, it's going to be just going to be problematic. Okay, I need signage, and I don't have any signage. I wanted to keep it all blue themed, but we're technically not going to see it, so it doesn't really matter. Is there a... No, there's not. So this whole area is just nothing. So that guy should be coming soon, shouldn't he? These guys need to push each other. Yes, there it is. Bop him out. Bop. Bopped out. Down. Okay. There we go. He's in the water. He's going to travel this way, and he's going to come up. Yes, okay. So everything's fine. Everything's working. Boop. Okay. So we need signage. And we'll get the signage from this emergency wood chest. How many signs? I have 10 signs. Yeah, that's gonna be fine. I think that's gonna be. It's not what I want, but I don't want to go all the way back to get the warped route. And we're not gonna. It's gonna be covered up. This is all the magic behind the scenes. It's not that important. Maybe. I don't know. If we need to, we'll replace them later. Okay, so that's good to go. It falls in. I need to put the glass in. So that way, I should cover this up first. So this glass pipe is now done. Okay, actually, so I don't actually need this one anymore because I've got the glass thing here. I do need that to be covered though. No, I don't, because it has a different block there. There we go. Recycle glass. Friends, recycle glass. It's important. Okay, so that one will be there. we've got that. This is the fun part. We have to put this in here, and then we have to put the sign. No, first we put the... Where's my soul sand? This doesn't work without a bubble elevator. Bubble elevators are important. Important. Okay, where is it? I should have soul sand, yes. Yes, okay, soul sand. And I'll just take the bucket of water just for future use, so I don't have to refill it later. Ooh, we got some experience. Level 65, which are all going to be used to make more enchanted armor. So, I'm trying to encourage other people when they come play to get more of the their armor, getting armor, getting other things. This netherite stuff is just fantastic. Oh, there's a little friend down there. The netherite is fantastic. It is so useful. It is so durable. I absolutely love it. It's very, very good. Okay, he's gone. Kelp all the way up. In case you didn't know, Bedrock version, in order to convert it into full blocks, you have to use kelp to do that. Otherwise, it's just no good anymore. We had a great, on one of the worlds that we played, we had a great little farm going where kelp used to be able to... Okay, I don't remember which one. I think it was this one. Yes. We had a great little farm going where the kelp used to automatically pop off. It would try to grow in the... yes, right there. Did I take the prismarine? I did not. I did not do it. Anyways, we had a kelp farm that would... I get distracted with this game. This game is amazing. A kelp farm that they used to try to grow up. Like, they would try to grow upwards out of water source blocks. So if it was the water, they'd try to grow up, and they would actually pop off. So you'd get this moment where the kelp would grow and it would pop off. So what we did is we created a farm that basically was layered like a pyramid. And then I'm using my hands and like gesticulating, but you can't see my face. It would pop off and it would flow down the pyramid into the collection points, which was a lot. It was perfect. It was excellent. Because you could just automatically do it, and you would just look at this, this wall of kelp, and you would just see these things pop off and just drift down the entire area. You would watch them just go down. I liked it a lot. I really enjoyed it, and now they've changed the way it functions. So now it doesn't actually pop off on a full water block, which is fine, but it's still something I wish had not changed from the game, but it's okay. Okay, what are we doing now? We're doing the next tower. I'm gonna get rid of some of this junk. And it's nighttime, but we're well lit, so we're not gonna spawn anything. And it's only been one night, so we're not gonna get phantoms, which is not what we need. Okay, that. Yeah, okay. All right, next one is that one. Yes, because I want to do that. Okay. There we go. Bum-ba-dum. I'm curious to see what the rates will be once everything is complete, because I think it's not bad rates right now for the farm, because it's a very efficient farm. The one that we built in the last season was another Silent Whisper design, where the farm actually fed it into the nether. So there was these portals, so they would just spawn in the water block where they're supposed to spawn, and then they would go through the nether, and they would end up on the nether, and then you would hop through the nether, and then you would kill them in the nether. The problem was, I often play alone on the server, and I decided that I needed to build this farm and use it. And I decided to AFK in the spawning point, and I was watching them come in. I was like, wow, that's a lot of guardians. I can't wait to farm them all in the nether. And I think I loaded something like Oh, man. Okay. I loaded something... I want to say it was something like 200 different entities into the nether side. And what happened was that when going through the portal to approach the automatic kill chamber on the side of the nether, the game would crash and the server was lost. And so it was painstakingly slow to try to figure out how I could do that. And so we basically had to download the world in all its glory, and then I had to work on the world through almost like a creative server or something to manage all of these mobs that had happened. And it was just, oh man, it took forever, and I legitimately thought that our entire world was lost, because it was so effective at doing that, because as soon as they would spawn in, they would go through the nether portal and then they'd be gone. But on a server, you can't really do that unless you've got another person on the other side. Otherwise, you break your world. So this is a redo of the design of, okay, well, if we can't put it into the nether portal and have, because I would have to have another player on the other side, so that as they spawn, they would die. So this is a completely overworld side farm. Is it elaborate? Yes. Is it extravagant? Yes. Is it a bit of an overkill with all the glass pillars? Couldn't I have done it a little bit lower? Absolutely. But the point is the design. We're designing a temple. And so we want to make it grandiose and put the tubes all the way up to the top. That's what I know it's grandiose, but we're working on aesthetic designs. And there's so much glass that went into this production that I did not foresee being an issue. But yes, I'm aware that there is a lot going on, and it's okay, because as long as one person is happy, that's what really matters. And this is the design that I wanted. So we have fun, and we enjoy ourselves and what we do. To the one viewer who is watching this stream as it is happening, thank you for joining. Very happy to at least see somebody here. But I'm gonna talk like I'm talking to millions, because that's what I think should happen. Okay, that's there. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay. That should be everything we need. Yes, now we put the water and grow the cow. Where'd the... Sometimes you forget that you put kelp in a different box area. Oh, a note on music. This is playing off of Spotify. It is a playlist. It's a copyright-free playlist. I have the names and the titles of the composers in the corner. Please check them out. They have amazing work. I think it is invaluable that, people are doing this and people are contributing to each other's artistic forms. So if you can, check them out. It's a chill lo-fi copyright-free playlist on Spotify. They're doing amazing work. Shout out to all the artists. I'm not currently monetized, so I'm not making money off of this anyways. So show them your love if you like lo-fi and you like doing that, because I think they deserve it. Because musicians who make music for people like me are good people. I would think they're good people. And they are, probably. I don't know. I can't judge the character of a person that I've never actually met. Okay, that's good. We've got the soul sand. Yep. Okay, we're good. Bum. Look at that. We're almost done with the second pillar. Let me just tell you, this was a nightmare to try to figure out the first time when I was trying to. And this has been the struggle of this has been specifically on the central pillar there, where all four of those paths converge. I wanted it to converge in one central place because I wanted it to be, interesting to look at. I did not foresee how much of a problem adding those things, not things, adding mobs in water elevators are not the best entities to track. I have to break this to get those. I just need that. Yes. Okay, there we go. That should be 64. Yes. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I will. I'll go show you what that looks like. Over here, this. So because there's 4 paths converging and there's a water elevator, if there's a solid block, they get stuck on that solid block and they can't go up. But then if you put panes, like it was just an enormous struggle to get them to actually go up the block and get them to where they needed to. And I tried to put full water streams, and they actually function better if there's just a little bit of water that they can just kind of jump through, as opposed to, you know, actually riding the wave, which other mob farms would require more, you know, consistent water flows. Nope, this one they just need a little bit because they're just so excitable and bouncy that they just go anywhere you want them to. Okay. I'm going to keep that same design because that's the same way. So I'm going to start with that far corner. Or not start with the far corner, but use that far corner since I want it to be symmetrical when making it. Da-da-da-dum. Okay. There we go. Alright. All the way up to make the dirt. Make the dirt happen. I don't know if you guys are caught up, but the new... Oh, do I have enough glass? I should have enough glass. Yeah, I think I'll have enough glass. I don't know if you guys are up to date, but Minecraft Live happened a few weeks ago, and they announced the Cave and Cliffs update. And that's gonna be good. I'm very excited for it. I think I'm most excited for the skulk sensors, which they're adding, and it's going to be basically wireless sound redstone, which is going to be great. Hopefully it's added in Bedrock and it has the same functionality, because like that crafting the enchanting table in my base, I wanted it to be as you walk up to it, it will activate, so it's just more of a proximity thing. And I tried to do the pufferfish hack and put it there and put the string, but I could not figure out how to make it work with the thing that I wanted to do. The fish refused to puff up and refused to activate the string, and it would keep dying and keep poisoning me. And I was like, okay, you know what? We're giving up on the idea. It will just be a pressure plate that I stand on that activates the thing. But the skulk sensor, I think, is going to provide for a lot of fun redstone contraptions where you can make it so that as soon as you enter that area, you trigger like a T flip-flop or some sort of on-off switch that puts it into superposition to where you can activate something as you're next to it, and then as you go further away from it, then it will deactivate it. So you don't have to, you don't have to put down a lever. Again, it's easy to put down a lever, but it's a lot more rewarding to put down a sensor that does it for you. And I think that's going to be that was a very wise, interesting choice that they did. And I think it's going to blow over very well, is my prediction on this. Almost there? Okay. Same as before. We just need one above it for the ice. Oh, they probably jumped out the back. That's what happened. I was like, why was that one randomly floating in the air? Oh, no. Why would you do that? There we go. Okie dokie. Right. And yep, and then one more. Bum, 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 bum. One more, and then ice. Ice, ice. Oh! Just barely enough glass to finish that project off. Ice here. That will lead them to the drop chute. Perfect. This is another handy trick if you're ever trying to place blocks just on the side without having to make a side pillar. You just come to the side and you hit this edge of the thing, if it will work, Maybe it won't work. Maybe I'm spouting nonsense. There it is. Ta-da! Without having to waste an extra block. Okay. That's good. We need to extend this up, extend that up. We'll put that torch there so we can hit the glass on that side. Yes. This will be ice because that's the next portion of it. And then we need to enclose it on both sides. Dun, 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 dun. And then this needs to go one up. So sad. So sad. It's okay, we'll pick it up in just a second. Oh, okay. We'll need that, we'll need that. Throw this guy in here, let the water flow. Oh, first, before that, let's set up this water stream. We'll set that guy up here. And then, I think we did 3, yes? I think we did. Oh, no! That's okay. That's okay. It happens to the best of us. It happens to the best of us. And the worst of us. And all of us. It happens. Ba-ba-da-bum. Okay. I do a lot of percussive ba-ba-da-bum sounds. I don't know what that is. I'm musically inclined, so I do. Ooh, torches, yes. Torches are great. Torches are like peasant food. They're so easy to make. It's not even hard at all. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to put a sign right here. I think, yes. 1, 2, 3. Yes. So 1, 2, 3 blocks, sign right there. Alright. Now they'll filter in where they need to. Close that off with some glass to finish that. Okay, so now I can get rid of this thing. Yes, and then we might as well do this as well. So we'll put this guy here. This guy needs to extend, and then we'll put... See, and in that moment, I didn't put torches down. So, it's kind of hit or miss. I think because that one was on the edge, it was a lot easier to do that way. Okay, let's get this water stream going. Ba-boom! Okay. And going down. We're going down! I gotta click up. I gotta click up when I do this thing. Dun 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 dun. Okay. Now we go down with soul sand. Soul sand, we'll put the sign down. Come on down. I forgot that I put the floor in, so it kind of freaks me out every single time I do it. I'm like, oh, I'm coming up to the ground already. That was a short distance. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Let's make sure it lines up. Yeah, it does. There's that. We'll need glass and prismarine. We'll do the torch trick here since I said we would. Boom. Torch. Glass. There we go. And then the torch is easy to remove. Okay. Another one done. One left. One left to go. So we need more glass is what we need, and we need more water. Just one more bucket of water, yeah. Oh, come on. There we go. Don't be stuck. Don't be stuck. There we go. Some water, some glass. What was that? 2, 3, 4 stacks? I think 4 stacks of glass will be good for that moment over there. There we go. And now to get the glass. Glass. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. We'll keep it safe. We'll keep it safe, and we'll do 5 is what we'll do. Okay. Dun 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 dun. Dum dum dum. Oh, got some experience by passing through that. Oh yes, what am I doing? I need to go down there. I need to grab these guys and these guys and fly down here. I should have grabbed that glass first. Again, I just don't want to leave anything behind. Bum, bum. It's one of the most rewarding things. I swear, lo-fi and Minecraft just go hand in hand together when you do it. Hopefully next weekend I'll be able to do this with a buddy of mine. We can have a little bit of a dialogue going. I wanna make this a non-typical live stream. I want to add more things like philosophical discussions or world reviews or something else, so it becomes more of almost a podcast as well as a Minecraft session. So that way, because that's sometimes what I find is just, people keep talking about the same thing over and over, and they don't, not to say they don't say anything of value, it's just their topics are the same, and it's about, narrating what I'm doing. Like, oh, here I am placing glass. Here I am placing more glass. I want to do more, again, and I'm not claiming to be a know-it-all on any sort of front. It's just a matter of talking about whatever's relevant and having some sort of podcast idea, or, discussing, I don't know, about current affairs, because that can polarize and it may not be the same. It may not be the same climate depending on where you're viewing it. And I think we get enough of life as it is to warrant a distraction. I think a distraction and a moment of fresh air is something that we're all wanting. So I think having that and focusing on doing something of that nature would be more beneficial and behoove people. That's a very pretty green. I like when it switches, the prismarine switches to more of that green color. I think it looks very seaworthy. Okay, coming up. Almost there. Okay. A little bit more, yeah. Like I think half a stack more, and then we'll be done with that. Okay, there we go. And then that will be ice. This side is always so much easier because it's so small. Because this is technically closer to what? Crouch so they don't fall off again. That's one of the things of Minecraft on the Switch itself, is that there's Joy-Con drift that happens with it, and I've noticed it getting more and more on the same lines of even on the plug and play controllers or the handheld, wireless controllers. They also start developing some sort of Joy-Con drift, and maybe that's just because there's a lot that I use it for, and it's the same direction, so it develops that Joy-Con drift. But that's just something that I never had a problem with when, back when I had a PlayStation 1 or PlayStation 2. Like, the fact that the controller would only break after like 5 years of using it, or even, only by the end of everything did it actually lose its ability to do that. And this isn't even, the Switch isn't even that old. It's only like, it probably is, 5 years now from the original Switch? But I have not been playing it for 5 years. I waited until Odyssey came out to get the Switch. And now now there's a Joy-Con drift problem, and I don't want to have to buy new controllers, because Nintendo, unfortunately, makes their controllers a bit expensive for not my tastes, but Nintendo's always known for expensive controllers. Oh, well, we lost that torch. That's okay. But it's fine. But that's sometimes if you see me randomly fall off things, that's because the Joy-Con drift made me do it. It wasn't bad playing. It was the Joy-Con drift. Okay, let me grab that things, and that's done. I think that's done and dusted. That should be everything. I think that's working. Those guys are, trying. Yeah, let me see if, these two will spawn something. Maybe I'm too high. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But that's it. We're done. We're done with... Oh. What? How? Is it too dark here? Yes. Okay. Huh. Wasn't even that bad. No, I'm gonna go the long way around. There isn't. There it is. Okay. Well, folks. Oh, I need to see where I'm going because I wanted to do it here. There we go. Da-da-da-da-da. Well, thank you so much for tuning into this live stream. Thank you so much for being a part of this journey. I appreciate you. I appreciate you tuning in to see what we do here. And I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your Sunday, and I hope that it goes well. Again, drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe, please. That would help me a lot. It'd be a lot of fun to